Hey, this is Larry Ostrowski. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this podcast. It's an important one that shines light on some shady food label practices. And if you value that thing between your ears, you'll want to stick around for number 9. Alright, so let's dive into the facts that will help you make more intelligent food choices. Remember, it's our choices that will determine our destiny from health to wealth. So the first thing I want to talk about is breakfast cereals, and even the ones that we call healthy. Many of these contain a chemical called BHT. It's butylated hydroxytoluene. My general rule of thumb is if I can't pronounce it, I am not going to put it into my body. So this chemical is believed to cause cancer and liver damage. And if this doesn't scare you, let's put things into perspective. BHT is also used for industrial purposes, such as the manufacturing of rubber products, and is an ingredient in, if you can believe it, jet fuel. The Material Data Safety Sheet, or MDSS for short, also recommends that the substance should be kept away from the environment, which isn't really that surprising. Now, just imagine what it might do to your body. So BHT is actually used to preserve food odor, color, and flavor. Weighing the dangers versus the benefits, it's hard for me to get my head around why this would be used for anything at all. Let's move on to number 2. Milk. Hopefully you're aware of the dangers of factory farm milk. If you're not, what I'm about to say is going to shock you. You might want to rethink the use of milk that comes from factory farmed cows. In a single bowl, you might find milk from hundreds of them. And these cows have been injected with hormones and fed with manufactured blends of genetically modified grains, as well as other artificial inventions. Did you ever wonder why all milk of the same type tastes exactly the same? Before packaging, it has to be standardized, pasteurized, and homogenized beyond recognition. These days, there is absolutely no way of knowing by taste where the cows come from and what they have been eating. If you choose to take in dairy, make sure that the milk is coming from grass-fed cows and that you're getting raw milk, meaning that it hasn't been pasteurized, homogenized, or altered in any way. If you choose to take in dairy of any kind, whether it be in milk or cheese form, make sure you know the source. You want grass-fed cows, and you want the milk or the cheese as unaltered as possible. We can have an entire podcast on this topic alone, but let's move on. In number 3, we're going to take a look at the organic food movement. You may be a follower, and we are fans of eating as much organic food as possible. It has more nutrients and it's just better for you. But we need to be more careful because we're at greater risk of contracting deadly bacteria such as Salmonella or E. coli. This is because many organic farmers only use natural animal manure as fertilizer and are reluctant to apply any human food processing methods such as pasteurization. So what's pasteurization? It's a process of heating food, usually liquid, to specific temperature for a defined length of time and then cooling it immediately. By pasteurizing food, the set goal is to destruct certain disease and dangerous bacteria that can spread freely, and it's also used to extend the shelf life of products. Alright, let's move on to number 4, which will likely get an ooh response. Before your next meal or drink, beware of the color of the product you're about to consume. If it's red or pink, it may have received its color from crushed insects. Yes, crushed insects. The South and Central American cochineal insect feeds on the red flowers of the prickly pear cactus, which gives them a highly concentrated red color. The insects are basically harvested, killed, and dried before being used in a wide range of edible products. Gross, right? Moving on to number 5. Speaking of colorants, have you ever thought about the color of salmon? You should, because in fact, only wild salmon has a natural pink color that comes from eating krill. Farm-raised fish have to settle for consuming color-filled pellets to get that beautiful salmon skin hue. Number 6. It is not only the complicated, unpronounceable ingredients that could be bad for your health. For example, many meat products contain sodium nitrate, which can actually cause fatal conditions such as cancer, brain tumors, and leukemia. So when you spot this ingredient, keep in mind that it involves more than just some extra salt. Number 7. Do you enjoy a beautiful fresh peach as a healthy snack once in a while? I know I do. Well, we need to keep in mind that the more healthy and fresh it looks, the more chemicals it may contain. Peaches are difficult fruits to grow, store, and transport as they are prone to bruising, damaging, and getting attacked by insects. Therefore, peaches bought in conventional supermarkets may be layered with up to 9 different pesticides. Beware. Number 8. Even though it's now illegal to use growth hormone when breeding chickens, they are not all natural. About 6 weeks is a common life period for broilers as they are selectively bred for an extremely speedy growth. Organic or free-range chickens, in contrast, are normally between 12 to 16 weeks old at slaughter time. And last but not least, number 9, fluoride. Fluoride may lower your intelligence. Studies have indicated that this substance, which can be found in toothpaste as well as tap water, can lower IQ in humans, especially for children and young people with developing brains. For decades, governments around the world have recommended cities to add fluoride into their tap water for increased health because of positive effects it has on your teeth. However, the substance travels through the gums of the mouth and reaches the brain, where it can cause quite a lot of damage. I encourage you to look more into this. That's all we have for today. Hope you found this useful. If you did, please share it with family and friends. We're trying to spread the word and raise awareness about these important facts. Much love. Take care.